Week 18 in Detroit is for all the marbles in terms of NFC North status and the 1 seed in the NFC. Will playoffs run through the Motor City? It all comes down to Vikings at Lions. Let's get you ready for it right here on Inside the Pride.
Let's go. Caught. End zone. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. Kerby Joseph, you just ended this ball game. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. J-Mo, he's strong. Got him. Gone. End zone. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. There we go. Oh, baby. Brian Branch intercepted it. This game is over.
This is Inside the Pride, presented by Whisker, maker of the litter robot. I'm Dannie Rogers. Detroit's historical season is nowhere close to being over. 14 wins on the season, with a chance to pick up number 15 this Sunday against the Vikings. Before we turn the page, let's take one last look at the top plays from Week 17.
Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, Week 17 in the National Football League. It is a rematch of last year's NFC Championship game, Lions and 49ers. Lions getting set to go. We do know, as we said, that big game looms next week, but you better believe those guys will be out there tonight. Jarrett looking out over that defense. Now he takes the snap, gives to J-Mo running around the left side, picks up a big block, in for the touchdown, Detroit Lions. Jarrett looking over that defense, leans in. There's the snap. Niners rush forward. Goff, quick throw, got it complete. Woo! And it's a lateral back this time down the right sideline. It is Jamison Williams who's going to walk into the end zone for the touchdown. Pass to Amon-Ra, flipped it back to J-Mo around the right side, and J-Mo takes it to the house. There's the snap to Jarrett on third down. Back, looking, throwing, end zone, caught. Touchdown, Detroit Lions, Sam Laporta. Out of the pistol, wants to throw again, does, middle, intercepted, Kerby Joseph coming back to the 40, Kerby to the 45, Kerby to the 50, Kerby into San Francisco territory and taken down at the 42-yard line. Goff's gonna work out of the gun, gives to his left, Jarrett's got it back, looking, throwing, end zone, caught, touchdown Detroit Lions, Amon-Ra St. Brown, hauled it in at the 1 and just turned it up, found pay dirt, and the Lions have the lead. Wants to throw, does, intercepted by the Lions, picked up by Kerby Joseph. Joseph back across the 36, Joseph to the 38. The Lions have it back, they lead by 6, 7:34 to go. That is a huge play by that Lions defense. Play clock down to 1. Goff wants the snap, hands it to Gibbs, outside right, he's got the first down and more. 25-20, 15-10, 5, end zone, touchdown Detroit Lions. Jahmyr Gibbs on third down and 2, breaks it for 30. And the Lions have a 2-score lead on the board. It is 40-28.
I got an unbelievable amount of respect for you guys. I know what this was. And there's all these arguments about what did this game really mean, because of next week, I respect the out of you guys. I respect the out of how we roll the ball out and you guys just go out and compete. I can't even put it into words, man. I cannot put it into words. I love the hell out of you guys. I love the hell out of you guys. Listen, we did some things. We got 14 wins. All right, we already talked about once we got to where we were at, 13, that we franchise record, 14's a franchise record, 8-0 on the road. Franchise record, all right? 8-0 on the road, which tells you at its worst, we can go anywhere and win, gentlemen. That's the bottom line. Listen, you can't ask for anything better. To be able to have the division and the 1 seat on the line back at home. Guys, this is what it's all about. This is why you're in this profession, man. This is as good as it gets. We're so thankful for this opportunity. This can be unbelievable. Appreciate you guys, man. It's a hell of a job. It's a hell of a ride, and we got one more. Break it down.
Hey, I can feel it right now, boys. We know what's at stake next week. Big boy game. Let's go. Win on 3. 1, 2, 3. Win.
Head coach Dan Campbell gives us some insight into his game plan for the Week 18 matchup against the Minnesota Vikings. That's coming up next. We'll be right back. Inside the Pride is presented by Whisker and brought to you by the Ford Motor Company, Henry Ford Health, and by Meyer. Welcome back to Inside the Pride. Week 18, regular season finale with head coach Dan Campbell. Vikings are coming to town. I know this team loves facing that NFC North opponent, and we expect Vikings to bring everything they've got, including wide receiver Justin Jefferson, who is a phenom in this league. He came up with a game-winning touchdown a few weeks ago. How is he honestly open on this play.
We have firsthand knowledge of this guy when he double covered last year at their place. This guy is tough, and the quarterback's playing really well this year. They've done a good job, but he buys time, throws it up. This is double coverage. You know, tough angle here, and he does the rest, man, to make the play. So, look, we know what Jefferson is. There's no way you can't just let him run out there wild. You got to challenge him some, and even then, he's going to make some plays.
In Detroit, there's 2 running backs. That is the run game. In Minnesota, it is Aaron Jones. He's the running back, over 1,000 rushing yards on the season already. Why is he so explosive right out of the gate that allows him to get these big plays?
They'll run some of these gap schemes. They run a little zone, but it's really this downhill, you know, we call it duo. It is a version of gap scheme, but he does such a good job, and he did this in Green Bay. He really presses the line of scrimmage. So take it, bring those linebackers to the double teams, press it, last minute, kick it out of there, and if the corner doesn't show up in time, that's too much space for a guy like him. So he'll put his foot in the ground, he can accelerate, and then he's got the ability to finish this thing all the way through. He's still got enough speed. So explosive run, that's one of the reasons he's so dangerous. Good runner.
Defensively for Minnesota, there are 2 defenders with double-digit sacks this year. Andrew Van Ginkel is one of them. He is relentless getting to the quarterback, and this is just year 1 for him in that Vikings defense. Why is he thriving right now?
Well, look, he was part of this scheme when he was at Miami. He is a relentless player, run, pass game, but he's got a clear understanding of what Flores wants. That always helps in these systems, but this is what he can do. He can get an edge. He can play on the outside. He also, they'll show coverage. He's here, and he'll run out. When you're trying to throw a bubble, catch it and take it back for a touchdown. He's got that ability too. So really good football player, very conscientious, smart, aware, and does make them better.
Coach, someone you've appreciated since they entered the league from Minnesota is safety Josh Metellus. He's on par to have another career year. Why is he playing at such a high level right now?
There's these guys in your division you really got a lot of respect for. Just the nature of the way they play the game, man. You can tell they respect the game of football and how it's supposed to be played, and he's one of them. I love the way he plays and really started on teams, right? Special teams player, pretty dynamic in that mold, but this guy does everything. He plays nickel for him, he plays safety, he plays linebacker. It's just a matter of the call. He's just a headsy, physical football player, man. And look, I appreciate going against a guy like him. You know, we got our work cut out, but I like that.
Pretty special Week 18 inside Ford Field, back at home with an unprecedented regular season for the Detroit Lions. Your team knows what it feels like to go on to the playoffs now, but how much can you appreciate what your team has done this regular season?
Yeah, you always appreciate it. I mean, the sacrifice that goes into this from the players, the coaches, everybody, it means a ton. And there's nothing easy about it. You know, there's nothing easy about it, but proud of these guys. And look, we got one more here. And this is a chance for some guys to go in and show what they can do against somebody that's bringing everything they've got against us.
Sure is. Appreciate you, Coach.
All right, thank you.
Safety Kerby Joseph was a 2-star recruit coming out of high school in Orlando, Florida. The former 3rd-round pick is now a mainstay in one of the best safety rooms in the NFL, all while leading the league in interceptions. Here's an all-new Under the Helmet with Kerby Joseph.
Every time I come back, I always think about, man, I used to walk like all up and through here. Like I used to always be like, man, I can't wait to get my car. I'm keeping it cool right now, but it's just amazing. Just like come back to the city and just see how it is. You know what I'm saying? Like now I'll come back and it's like the little things are changing. You know, and I feel like that's good for the city, though. I feel like the city needs change. I grew up in West Orlando. I would say it's not the best. It's certain things that, you know, that need fixing or that can be better, but, you know, it's home. Like, I feel like people become a product of their environment, and it's just like, this is the product I became, you know? Even though I was surrounded by a lot of violence and a lot of stuff going on as a kid, like, I mean, I was able to keep my head straight, thank God, you know? God put people in my life for a reason. All right. So we're here. One thing about me, I don't like driving with my shoes on, so we're gonna have to put these on real quick. For those who do not know, I am Haitian. My mom's from Haiti and my dad's from Haiti. I got 5 brothers and 3 sisters. you can imagine, like, it's loud in there. It's loud in there, you know, stuff's always going on. And I was the youngest out of the first seven, I'm the youngest.
He was supposed to be named Marcus.
We wanted him to be called Marcus.
It wasn't supposed to be Kerby, but my mom, you know, wanted to name him Kerby instead. And when she brought him home, you know, I just always knew something was like special about him. And then it's like me and my older sister would like fight over him because he was the baby. So, you know, and we were old enough to like hold him, show him love and care. So yeah, Kerby was special.
You know, they all looked out for me. Like, my mom was always working, so it's like my siblings took care of me for real. I was the type of kid, my mom brought home groceries. I get the case of waters to show my mom that I'm strong, you know what I'm saying? Like, to show that I'm capable of like taking care of myself.
Oh, he was a good kid. He liked to go outside, play football. He don't want to stay in the house. That's Kerby. I got the 7 kids. Kerby is the youngest one. She's always have fun with the kids in the house.
I say for my mom's a very strong woman. She'll tell you to this day, man, like she raised them 7 kids, man, and we special. She did like everything she could to like give us the life that we didn't even know that we deserved. Like, we just kids growing up.
Yeah, I'm Mike. I can't say nothing wrong.
Yeah, I got you.
This was really the bench, you know. I used to have my boys used to come, we'll work out, we'll do sets and just knock it out. And after that, go like to a neighborhood nearby and then get in the sand and put some work in. Like, this is what got me from benching 95 pounds to 205.
It was in the garage at one point. He couldn't lift it. I know he was screaming for help.
Screaming for help. And I asked somebody to go get help for me, and they just started crying.
Who was it?
Aiden. Oh yeah, it was Aiden. Come to me. They started crying. Bro, come help, bro, help. We had a big family, so like all the activities were like done outside. Like,
I know it don't look like much, but we got a lot done in here. That's a lot of good memories here.
Yeah.
Footwork too.
Yeah, backflips.
Every day.
This where you learn how to do backflips, right? Yeah.
Off the shoes right here, I was here.
Yeah, backflips.
My mom's a truly example to me because it's like, no matter what, she found a way. You know, to raise 7 by herself, like, she found a way. Like, through thick and thin, like, through hurricanes, through all, like, she made sure we was straight, like, no matter what. She told me this to this day, like, she wanted to work so hard so we wouldn't ask nobody for no help. She didn't have a lot, but she told me stories about the church and how she had to do this for this person, this and that. Like, I feel like that's why God blessed her, you know what I'm saying? Like, now she gets to, like, relax and, you know, sit on her back and chill for real. Like, it goes a long way, you know what I'm saying? It goes a long way. So I gotta do my part, you know. I don't like to see people down bad. Like, I feel like it comes from, like, me. When I was younger, like, bro, I was down bad all my life. I always wanted to, like, take care of my family because of that, though. Because it's like, we all kind of, like, stuck together.
The strength that comes from Kerby is his joy. Because he smiles a lot, but you wouldn't know that from his life story. One time we were in class and everybody was saying how hard it was to make it out the hood, quote unquote. And then Kerby had his head down and he just popped his head up and said, you know what? I'm just gonna make it to the NFL. It's gonna be easy, watch. And it was one of those moments where everybody just said, put your head down, you ain't gonna make it no NFL. You know what, he's a stubborn kid. We tried to have a plan B with him. I mean, we tried to look at other careers, but once he saw football, he said, that's it. That's it, he's not gonna look back.
I always wanted to be an NFL player. I just wanted to play football. I always knew that was like my way out. And I'm not saying like I wasn't good at nothing else, but like, I was really good at football.
When I first met Kerby, his freshman year, I seen a kid that was skinny, but long and rangy. And I walked up to him and his brother, and I said, I can make you famous.
I just need to get my foot in the door. Once I'm here, I'm here. I'm gonna be good, I know how to, I'm gonna do this, for sure.
What up? Doing good.
outside. All right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
With the 97th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Kerby Joseph, defensive back, Illinois. Thank you.
I really just wanted to get here so bad. Like, this was my dream, to like chase your dream and then you actually catch it.
Just so happy. It's like hard for me to talk right now because I just want to dance and scream and do a backflip.
All my aspirations, all my like dreams, all my goals, my objectives, all that can finally come into play now. Like, I want to be the best.
Here we go. Rogers has got it. Back blitz comes. Rogers throws deep down the right sideline. It is intercepted by the Lions. Kerby Joseph's got it to the 45, to the 50, and into Green Bay territory where he's shoved out of bounds. Fourth interception of the season for Kerby Joseph.
I ain't never lose confidence. Nah, I ain't never lose confidence. Even when I wasn't playing and all that, this and that, that's why I was like, man, I gotta figure out a way, you know? I was always like, that's my mentality, like, find a way. Like, it ain't never like, oh man, this ain't it. No, man, like, nah, I can't, nah, bruh. Like, find a way. I really feel like there's nobody really out there like me. I feel like I'm one-on-one. What I went through is something totally different than I feel like everybody else has. I was always willing to sacrifice something if it was gonna help me get better, you know what I'm saying? So like, if I have a goal, I'm gonna make sure I do whatever I can to reach that goal. With the NFL, like chasing it all my life and stuff, that's what I'm gonna do.
Murray with time to the end zone. Interception waiting for it was Kerby Joseph.
They blitz, Love back, looking, being chased. Love throw, picked up on the line. Kerby Joseph. Oh, how big is that? How big is that?
Kerby, you're the best safety in the league.
I want to be the best. I don't want to be no average safety. I don't want to be no average person. I want to be the best. Like, I want to put on that gold jacket. I don't want to put nothing else on but that gold jacket because this is all I ever wanted to do. So I'm finna go all out. Like, I'm finna give it everything I got. Just to see my family just proud of me for, like, just out there doing what I love because they know how much I love it. So, like, they know that, like, I got them, you know, and they got me. I am Kerby Joseph.
You can watch the full episode of Under the Helmet with Kerby Joseph on DetroitLions.com or on Detroit Lions YouTube channel. Inside the Pride, we'll be right back. Wishing for something special? Maybe it's VIP seats, the meal of a lifetime, or an unforgettable journey. Whatever it is, Community Financial Credit Union can make it a reality. Share your impossible dream at impossibledreams.org by scanning the QR code at the bottom of the screen. Welcome back to Inside the Pride. This is the very last Rogers Rewind of 2024, so we had to make sure it was a good one. I took to X and I asked all the Lions fans what they got for Christmas, and about 100 of you responded. Here are some of my favorite ones. Shout out to Pirate John. He says his daughter had been working on this awesome custom Lion shirt for weeks. Maybe we should get that shirt in the official shop for the Detroit Lions. Just a thought. Here's a really intimidating duo out of St. Clair Shores. She's got her Sonic and Knuckles shirt. He's decked out in all of his Lions gear with the chain. We are so ready for playoffs in the Motor City. And last but certainly not least, this is one of my favorite ones. Matthew says his son only wanted a Jake Bates jersey for Christmas. I cannot imagine anything more wholesome. Who doesn't want a Jake Bates jersey? That wraps up this edition of Rogers Rewind. Everyone, happy holidays, happy new year. Detroit Lions will be taking on the Minnesota Vikings in 2025 this upcoming Sunday inside Ford Field. We can't wait to see you there. We'll see you right back here next week.